Okay, this is Thursday the 21st, and this is Samantha's press conference. Okay, Brian.
Tell us, please.
What do you mean by welcome?
How have you been treated here?
I've been treated really nice. We've had to have more boxes. I've gotten so many presents. Yes.
And what's the highlight of your stay here in the Soviet Union?
Going swimming in the Black Sea in Arctic.
Tell me a little bit more details about your stay in Arctic. How many friends have you got there? Tell me a little bit about your friends, Soviet friends, please.
Well, in Arctic we sang songs and danced, and they have terrific food there, nice houses to sleep in. The sea is great. And the kids are really nice. I wish I could go there for full time.
Samantha, and what will you tell your friends, your American friends, after you come home?
I don't know. Just that Soviet people are really nice people. They're just almost just like Americans.
And now, what do you know now? Do the Russians want the war?
No, no.
And now, will you please, Tom Sawyer, ask you the question?
Samantha, I played Tom Sawyer in the Soviet film Tom Sawyer. May I ask a question? Would you play the role of Becky teacher in the joint Soviet-American production of Tom Sawyer?
Maybe.
Maybe.
You've never done anything like that before.
No.
Samantha, would you like to come back next year here?
I'd love it.
In our time, your program was very tough.
I'm not tired now, but at times I'd get tired.
And may we ask the question with your father? No?
Mrs. Smith will.
Okay. So, Mrs. Smith, maybe you sum up your visit here. How would you sum up your stay here? You spent here 2 weeks, and what are the outcome of your stay here?
It's been a wonderful trip. We've been treated just as kindly as possible. We've met only the nicest people here, all of whom want peace in the world and are working and thinking about peace. And it's been a very good experience for us.
And from your point of view, what was the best days here among these 2 weeks?
That's very hard to say. I think that's probably an unfair question, but swimming in the Black Sea and at Arctic was one kind of fun and pleasure. Certainly seeing the important monuments of the country was another kind of interest. And the art of the Hermitage, although it was brief, was very good. And the nice cities of Leningrad and Moscow were both interesting.
Samantha, and do you remember the names of your Russian friends?
Sveta, Natasha, Big Natasha.
No boys' names?
There's one. I can't remember his name.
A lot of friends.
Yes.
And are you going to exchange
Samantha,
letters?
excuse me,
Yes.
were you disappointed that you weren't able to meet with Yuri Andropov?
No. I mean, as long as he sent his deputy over to our hotel, that's good enough.
What, if you had met with him, what were you going to tell him?
I don't know. I probably wouldn't be able to say anything. But
Samantha, did you get a new idea to stop the arms race with the street? Divka? New idea to stop the arms race with this street?
oh, no new idea, but the same idea.
And Samantha, are you going to exchange letters with your Soviet friends?
I hope so. I hope to.
And have you learned some new Russian words being here?
Yes,
you know
many.
2, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you and good, hello, yes? And now how many words do you know?
23.
23. Will you say some?
Some, yeah, I can't remember all of them, but
Just 1, 2.
До свидания, доброе утро, добрый вечер. Да, нет.
And are you going to study Russian when you come back to the United States?
Well, when I get into 7th grade, we can't study, in our school, we can't study Russian, foreign languages until we get into 7th grade.
Samantha, when you met with the minister yesterday, was there any message from Mr. Andropov?
Yes, he said that he was sorry that he couldn't meet with me, and he was just too busy, and he wishes me hope for no war and good health.
Did he pass on any message to any of the officials in the United States, perchance?
No.
Did you get anything in writing from Andropov, or was that just verbal? Did you get any written message?
Not really, except on one of the presents, he put his card. Dad's been collecting everybody's cards, and so somehow that probably got to him, and he gave Dad his card too.
And may I ask Mrs. Smith? You saw the Soviet people for the first time, if I'm not mistaken. You have not met with the Soviet people in the United States. And how can you characterize the Soviet people after your stay here? Just your personal impressions, say about us as about people.
They're very warm people and friendly, kind, very much like Americans in many ways. Wanting peace, preferring to work at their jobs instead of working at war.
And do you think that you may communicate with each other?
Oh, I think so, yes.
Mrs. Smith, was it your impression that you probably would see President Andropov? Did you think you were going to?
We really didn't know. No.
Were you disappointed?
Well, certainly it would have been an honor to have met him, but I think it's not surprising, and we were honored as well to have met Mr. Zemyat.
And in what way you are going to tell the American audience about your stay here, about the visit Samantha to the Soviet Union? Are you going to write book, to make the film, maybe? I don't know exactly, certainly. That's why I asked you.
Well, it's hard to tell exactly how this will work out, but we certainly plan to tell the Americans that the Soviets are kind, warm people, and that they too want peace, and we need to talk more and become better acquainted with each other as people. So I think.
Sam, what are some of the first things you're going to do when you go home?
When I get home, if Lynn doesn't meet me at the airport, I'm going to go home, pick up the phone, and say, Lynn, do you want to come over to my house and play?
Samantha, Please tell me, do you like animals?
Yes.
Thank you.
Samantha, when you wrote your letter to Mr. Andropov, you implied that you thought that the Russians might want to make war. Now you say that you're sure they don't. Do you think that Americans have a wrong idea about the Soviet Union?
Some of them do. But the people that have been to the Soviet Union have a definite answer of not wanting war at all and wanting peace, just like I do.
Why do you think some people have the wrong impression?
Well, for one thing, they probably never met a Soviet person, and those people have never been to Russia. So if they say, like, we're wrong, they can't, it's not fair to say that because they've never been to Russia to find out.
Where did you get your ideas from originally when you thought they wanted to make war?
Oh. I don't know. They just popped into my head, I guess.
Mrs. Smith, would you like to answer the same question? Do you think Americans have a misconception about the Soviet Union?
Well, I guess that's a hard question, isn't it? I think I think some do, although I'm sure many Americans realize that both peoples want peace. It's the technical details and the arms race that is the problem. I'm afraid the leaders of both countries have the difficult part to work out.
Difficult what to work out?
The difficult negotiations.
Samantha, you get so many attention. Look how many people from press here. And is it difficult to be in the center of such attention?
Well, when you're just sitting here, it's not difficult. But when you're trying to go somewhere, like, was it Boston?
Montreal.
Montreal was the worst. We had policemen that were surrounding us, and the photographers they just crashed right through them. And I ended up biting one of the microphones.
It's not over yet for you either, being the center of attention. You have other things planned, like television?
Well, Mom keeps saying, well, before we went on our trip, Fantasy wanted me to come back after our trip, and Mom thinks that probably the John Carson show will want me again, everything. If we do go back to California, I hope I can bring Lynn again.
Do you know some games that the children play?
Well, actually, they're all the same, really. I haven't learned any new ones that I haven't heard of.
What were the gifts from President Andropov?
We got a great big samovar, a big teapot. I got a really nice box, handmade, and it's newly painted. You open the box, you can smell the paint. I got a book. Two photo albums.
And Samantha, I'm sure you got a lot of gifts really here. And what is the best one?
The two photo albums. That way I can remember all what I've been through.
Do you find when you look at the photos, you can't remember some of the things that happened because so much has happened?
Yes.
So, Samantha, we feel sorrow that you are leaving. Children and grown-ups in this country really want very much.
Well, I do, but also I really do not. I have gotten homesick. I had a lot of fun here, but I just don't have the same friends that I have over. And I'm homesick.
quite understandable.
Are there any more questions? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha.
Thank you very much.
Are you on the same plane now?
Barbara, get to one side. Just one side.
Samovar.
Ready to put that thing on? Okay.
It's heavy. You didn't notice? After you hold it for a while, it gains weight.
Okay, now we're clogging the doorway.
Okay. Thanks.
In 3 days, I'll see you in America.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. All this stuff.
Что-то они еще ждут.
Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead.
So here are all their presents. So here are all the presents. The big box there is the samovar for Yuri Andropov. That
Let's do it.